Sure.
Okay.
Welcome back. It's Wednesday at 1:30 with Casey and Kerri.
You have a standing date with us. Thank you for joining us.
Yes.
I feel all giddy for some
I
reason.
heard all these claps and woo.
Fired up at home. That's hilarious.
So today we're going to have 5 whopping questions each. I only have 3, but they're good ones. It's quality.
It's true.
Not quantity.
However.
Me and Siri were chatting in the car. I was like, what do you think of this one, Siri? Write it down.
Well, so maybe you guys can help Casey, and by the end of this, you can give him 2 more amazing questions to ask. But maybe we can trade off
cheat
too.
and steal one of hers.
I knew you were thinking that.
Yeah.
You're one of those people.
That's right.
That
My dog ate my homework.
Do we have any announcements to share?
It's actually, do we have any announcements?
I think just that Unleashed has been unleashed. Camp 2. It's exciting. We had a Memorial Day. Oh, I need the names of the winners. I know 2 of them offhand.
What?
We'll name that at the end, Lisa, so we don't need to panic. But by the end of the show, we had a giveaway. And you guys, for everyone who participated and went on social and tagged friends and followed Farkton 40 and spread the word about our camps, thank you. We have 3 winners, and we will announce you guys at the end of the show. And the winners got a free camp.
Yes, so as you should.
$250 value for free. 3 or 4 weeks of life-changing stuff. So, yay.
Sharing something life-changing. It's pretty special. It's going to be awesome. We're finishing up filming, and it's really, really fun. But the real awesome part that comes is to see your guys' response. That's my favorite part of all of it. We actually have 4 winners today because somebody guessed Kerri's first job. So there is a 4th winner. We're gonna send them. Let's not. Should we save that for the end?
Oh, sure. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, we'll do that at the end.
Okay. At the end of last show, Casey asked for someone to guess my first job. Like, what was my first job when I became a Pro Beach volleyball player to supplement my income? And I had 2 official jobs. But the first one, somebody did guess.
The first one is the one that I use as her first job.
The first one was stressful.
And then it's her last job.
It was not.
I mean, it was her last job before her real job now.
But now I have 18 jobs, so.
Now you have 85 jobs.
Don't we?
Yeah.
And can I just show something? Do you guys like these? I mean, I'm trying to become greatness, and so, like me always wearing gold, like to wear the Jordans after watching The Last Dance, man. I'm in love.
Those were $1,859.
No, they
no,
weren't.
I'm just kidding.
They weren't.
I know
I would
they
have
weren't.
bought them if they were. But
no, you would not have.
I need to win some tournaments to pay for this. Okay, so I'm really excited. I got like nervous and excited to ask you these questions.
All right, first question. What's his name on Late Night? Andy?
Andy.
I feel like Andy on...
Is that with Conan?
No, what's his name on the Reality Housewives? The host.
Oh, Andy Cohen?
Andy
You feel
Cohen.
like Andy Cohen of all.
No, like just the questions. Like, so, the word of the day is going to be, we're going to take a drink. Questions for Kerri.
We're going to alternate too.
I want to ask you, what has been the most difficult part of your journey thus far?
There's no warm-ups to that?
Yeah, I know.
Dang.
That's just kind of
I was a little thoughtful in the way I ordered mine. The most difficult part of the journey? Well, I want to be thoughtful. These shows are really hard because we want to give really good information really quickly. And it's hard with questions like these because there's so many layers to it, and yet I have to distill it to like...
It was chasing me down?
30. No, that was in the bag. Actually, it wasn't. No, well, okay.
It doesn't have to be
the hardest
super,
part of the journey.
It just can
well, no,
come
I
off.
want to be honest.
No, I understand that, but it doesn't have to be like, you don't have to. If it's in the library and it's, you know,
Yeah.
like there's
Okay.
layers.
Can we start with number 2?
Number 2, what is the question you get asked the most in your life? I wanted to guess it first. I wanted to do like.
I know what you would say.
Oh, how tall are you?
How do you do it all?
Oh yeah, that's a great
He
one.
hates that one. Like, you hate that one. And that could be actually number 1. No, I would say, well, yeah, the how and the why. I get asked that the most. Like, how are you able to juggle the husband, the kids,
Oh,
the
that's the most asked
career,
question.
the winning,
How do you do it all on your own,
and then we're
Kerri? And everyone
1440.
goes, well, is it because I need to be recognized? No, that's not it. But people don't do 50,000 things on their own. Like when people go, how do you do it, Kerri? You're a mom, you're a husband, you're winning gold medals, and you just do it all.
But
And you're
you're the
just
one
like, are
who
you
like adds in the
serious?
part by yourself. They never ask that. They just say, "How do you do it all?"
And
That's
you
what
say,
they
I
ask.
don't.
And I
I
say,
don't do
I
it
have
all.
amazing help. And no, I don't do it all. I do what I care about the most, which are like three main things in my life.
There's 24 hours in the day. You map them out. You grind. You get it done, and you have a great team around you that teaches you ABC, and you listen and you do
Are
it,
you answering my
and
question?
you kick butt. Freaking knuckleheads.
Look what I have to put up with. Okay, so but how do I do it and why? The why is important because people are like, you've been doing it for so long. And why do you do it? And love is the answer there. And how is the love I'm surrounded by in my people on the shoulders of giants, 100%.
So that's a good one. Find me somebody that loves something so much that loses all the time, that says, I just love it. I'm just going to keep playing. So Michael Jordan, Kobe, Jeter, all the greats and all the best, Kelly Slater. How do you keep doing it? I know how you keep doing it so long. You win. And that's what keeps you doing it for so long, is because you're like, I can win again. I can win again. It's like, it's that first taste of blood in the water. And I was thinking on the way over here, I'm like, you don't hear of anybody that gets last place or isn't very good, or it is terrible, because it wouldn't be their job, first of all. But you wouldn't be like, how do you just keep coming back and getting punched right in the nose? Because I love it.
But hold on, because there's only one winner every year or every tournament. So most people are not winners. I mean, we're winning in different ways, as we believe.
Yeah,
and
there's
subscribe to.
levels.
But like Jordan's an anomaly. He's not normal. Jeter's not normal. Like everyone you just referenced is not normal.
3 gold medals.
I'm not normal. But like Kevin Garnett, like he didn't win a lot. He was incredible.
He didn't win championship. He won.
Right.
I think they won.
I mean, defining these things.
Somebody
is really
can
important.
tell you the facts on what they won, but percentages is winning as far as like games in a year and having playoff runs.
Sure.
Yes, everyone, you gotta win, and that's a big deal that I think that sometimes is overlooked, when people are like, you just keep on going, and you're like, I keep winning. Why would I stop? Jordan stopped playing. Not because he stopped loving it, because he stopped winning. He stopped winning. Kobe stopped because he stopped winning, and his body was starting to break down.
They were ready.
His body was starting to break down. Heck yeah, you're ready. When you start losing, you're ready. I'm like,
what's a more powerful emotion in you? Your hatred of losing, or your love of winning?
Is that one of your questions?
No, but it just came up to my head.
That's a sweet and sour. What keeps? Wait, say it again.
What is a more powerful?
What's
driver
more powerful?
in you?
Yeah,
Your
everyone
love of
wants to
winning,
say
or?
I love winning, but I don't know. That's a heavy one. I can't answer that right off the cuff, because it changes on different days.
Yeah.
I think winning, it depends who you're playing, depends where you're playing.
Cool.
Winning is like, wow, this is special, and you feel this different thing, and then there's like, no way I'm letting that dude have this. So, losing becomes, it's who you're playing against. This dude's not going to beat me. I'm not losing to this guy.
I've heard you say that many
Yeah,
times.
I'm not going to lose to you. Sorry.
What I came down with is that my love for winning keeps me going, because if I hate losing with the passion, but if I hated losing more than I love winning, I would retire a long time ago, because losing is too big a part of the game, and you don't really lose unless you quit or don't learn from the loss. So my love of winning drives me like mad. The hunt is really fun. And then who you have to become to be able to secure the prey, you know, that's like my joy in life. Yeah? You want your first question?
Yeah.
Now that we're 10 minutes in. Okay. What did growing up in Las Vegas the way you did, as being the youngest of 5, mom worked nights, dad was away, you spent summers with him, what did it give you that has served you so well in life?
Big old chompers.
Sharp ones?
Thanks, Mom. No, my mom has big old chompers.
Happy.
But yeah, no, I think that growing up in Vegas with 4 older brothers taught me that crying didn't work. Even though when you're the baby of 5 boys, you cry. And it taught me that crying doesn't work, and that that biting back works sometimes, a lot of times. And if you have confidence in yourself, it doesn't matter, you know, what the background looks like, I guess would be the way to put it.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, my brothers instilled a lot of really cool things in me. I remember my brother and I were watching TV or saw a magazine or something, and I was like, dang. He's like, what? And I was young, and I said, he's like, you think she's pretty? It was a supermodel on the front of Cosmopolitan or something. And he's like, do you think you could have a girlfriend like that? And he's 3 years older than me, and I was like, you know, I wanted to say, yeah. But really, I was like, what you getting at? He said, just remember, you can date and be with anybody in the world. And like little things like that that my brothers did beyond.
Troy did that? Or
Jaybird. Beyond choking me and beating me at every sport and beating me up. My brothers and Vegas taught me a lot. I grew up fast. I saw a lot of dark things early. And I saw things that I didn't want, and I also had people that tell me that I couldn't do certain things, and I really like when people tell me that. So when people say, you probably can't do that, or now, like, you know, even now I think about it, I want to be a rancher, I want to run a farm, I want to have horses and know how to run a farm. And I know there's people that I want them to tell me I can't do that, it's too late, I'm 44, but I'm going to do it. So
Yeah, good help.
Yeah, I don't know. Vegas gave me grit and toughness and love, and I appreciate that city more than I ever have today because of all those things. And I have lots of good friends and memories. So, does that answer?
I love it. When people ask me about you, I say, well, he's from Vegas. like it says something about you, because it does to me. Like, before I met you, babe, I didn't know anyone grew up in Vegas. I didn't know that was legal.
So you're like Barstow? And you're like, no, Las Vegas. They're like, no, it's like out, you didn't grow up, how far from the city? And I'm like, I always go 1 mile from Caesar's Palace. My walk of shames were from Caesar's Palace and the Strip. Like, you know, being out.
His mom worked late.
Yeah,
at night.
Mom had the graveyard shift.
Oh,
or I had a window that I just climbed out of.
I think it's beautiful. I appreciate what Vegas has given you, and obviously your family, your parents, and your brothers. You're a very special human because of that concoction of things.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I love Vegas. This place is awesome. I hated it. I left guns a-blazing, but now I come embracing and hugging Vegas. It made me who I am today, for sure. Question. You want me to go?
Yeah.
What has been your most favorite part of the journey up to date?
Thought something like this would come. Well, it's twofold. A huge part of it, because I feel like it's just part of the way I'm wired, is the personal growth that I have developed in the understanding of the world and myself through the pursuit of my journey. I think that has been the most incredible gift of sport. Trumping that even are the relationships in the game. that have been life-changing and affecting and made me want to do better and be better. And the people in my life have always held me accountable, because you guys are mirrors for me. And you show me what I do good, you show me what I could do better, and you help me to believe. So the relationships are number one. The personal development is 1B.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Good answer. Yeah.
Thanks, I
Thank
mean it.
you.
You're welcome. Okay. Ooh, I like this one. Okay, we don't need to do 3, but 3 most influential people in your life. What about them or their ways affected you so much? This is a good one. You can take a moment.
3 most influential people in my life. Well, there's a lot of influential people, and the most, I don't know, I would say in the sport and in life, there's, obviously my mother and father and what they've done, and my brothers. Those are all first and foremost. Mm-hmm. My family has taught me the most. Even if you don't have specific stories, you have hundreds of thousands of little pieces of sand that fill the bowl, Mm-hmm. But my high school volleyball coach, Bob Kelly, taught me accountability, consistency, and discipline in the sport of volleyball, and it paid off in other aspects in life later on, that I realized, wow, that's why we have, we teach the fundamentals and the basics in something that we're calling Unleashed as one of our programs, but people are going to watch it and go, I thought I was going to be like on the Peloton bike and jumping up and touching the wall and doing jumping jacks, when it's broken down, and it's going to be vigorous if you make it vigorous. Those are the things that changed my life and changed the fact that I already believed that I could do it, but he gave me the tools to really do it, right? So once I learned those, and I learned the ABCs of the game, and then he made me accountable when I was ineligible as a junior, that I stayed on the volleyball team, and then he told me, you're shorter, you got no grades, you graduated with a 2.0, you're gonna have to go to junior college. Went to junior college. He gave me a nice path, but he also taught me how to play the game in the ABCs, and it changed my life without a doubt. So Bob Kelly and teachers and people out there that influence, mentors and people that can turn your shoulders in a direction and you trust them, like it's a beautiful thing. I was blessed to have him. My brother Joey, who whooped me in a kind way, if there's such a thing. Mm-hmm. He just made me, it was really weird. He's an older brother. Kicked my butt. But he also would kick somebody else's butt for me in a second. He taught me by example. The way that he responded to people and things was a really positive thing for me to see growing up as a kid. We're best friends because of it, and I would throw my brother Troy in there as well, who taught me about dotting the I's and crossing the T's, which I'm not great at, but my brother Troy was a huge factor in that, and then my other brother Chad. They've all just given me so much. My mom taught me grit. My dad is a cowboy, and I'm going back to that space in my life that my dad brought to me. And so all of these people, 3 would be too little. So all of these people have influenced my life in great ways, and it shows because I'm still friends with every one of them, and I talk to them weekly or daily, and I feel very blessed to have had those people in my life. So that's that. Any more?
No,
You want me
it's so
to?
good. Makes me emotional.
Why? Because you know, Mom?
Yeah, because I appreciate what they have helped you develop in yourself. And they love you so much, and you love them so much. It's real. Like, you guys are real. And it's not normal. I don't think people butt heads as much as they should when they care. I don't think people go to the level, to the depths that you guys go to, because you guys trust each other and love each other, and you hold each other accountable. I think that's very powerful.
For real, Bustin would say.
For real.
Well, is that because you think that if someone's doing something, we call them out? Is that what you mean?
No, I think you guys are very consistent. It's just you guys have a sense of right and wrong and justice, and like, you speak your mind, and you know, it's powerful. You know, I think you guys are like on guard in a great way. You guys are protectors, you're heroes in your own way. Like, it's hard to explain. You guys have the biggest hearts. You guys have an edge. You guys have experienced a ton, seen too much dark, but have created so much light. And I don't know, you're like 32 flavors. You're like Baskin Robbins. I appreciate that about you guys.
We can sniff a rat out, that's for sure.
Yeah, yes, you can. It's amazing.
Yeah, good sniffers.
The radar that Vegas gives you it's like second to none.
Okay, so back to question 1.
Okay, what was it? The most challenging time? Difficult?
The most difficult part up to of the journey up to this far for you.
So one thing that popped into my head are the times that I've lost myself in the journey. You know, where I just kind of became an automaton, like just going through the motions, chasing a win or chasing greatness, but forgetting about my soul. And my soul is my people, you know, like losing sight of that, which is so important to me, which more than volleyball, more than winning, more than anything, 100% is you. It's my family. And to be specific, like leading up to Misty and I, our second Olympics together, Beijing, when I was just so focused on winning, felt so much pressure, just wanted to repeat. All I was focused on was one thing, and I almost lost you, you know? And I was having so much fun in so many ways, and I was so purposeful and driven, but it was so shallow, and it was so not fulfilling in the soul level. You know, my ego was really fulfilled. I felt important. I felt unstoppable. I felt really connected to Misty, which is such a gift, and to our coach. But outside of that little tribe, I was disconnected from everything, and that was a hard lesson to learn because I almost lost the things that are most important to me. So there was a beautiful lesson to learn, powerful lesson that will serve me my whole life, and I know I'm still imperfect in that. I get kind of caught up in things, which I think is a gift that I have, and it's also a curse, but that was probably the hardest when I lost myself.
Is it necessity to do that?
No, I think it could be done better. I think you need to have a certain amount of obsession and focus to do extraordinary things.
Yep.
I do believe that you can have it all. It just requires a lot of work, and it requires a lot of sucking it up. Like you always say, babe, when you come home, you're so tired. You just gave everyone everything. And I'm like, I know, but I'm in my happy place, and I can like just be. When it took me a long time to realize that you're worthy. I'm not that you're not. That the effort's important is what I'm saying. Like for me, for so long, I'm like, he understands, he gets it, but I have to give the energy that I want to receive from you. I have to give you what you need, and that has to be love is a verb, and I need to show up in that way, you know.
Right, but that
because you care more. Like you care more you matter more to me than the rest of the stuff. But if you were to look on paper, you know think I'm such a big light and so much energy toward this, outside of myself, which is true. You know, and then I show up at home and I'm allowed to be mellow and quiet, and I indulge in that too much.
Yeah, that's a chapter in the book one day that we can talk about what she's talking about. My point of view with that is that Kerri goes out to the world, she's walking around, and everybody wants, you know, the thing with being famous is that everybody wants a picture, or they feel like they can just run up and say something, and my niece really loves you, and it's great, it's awesome, but huge but for me, because I handle it differently. I would not give you all of that. I would not open up, you know, as much as Kerri does, and give that energy and that big smile that costs me energy that I'm going to give to my family later on. Doesn't mean she's sacrificing her family for that, but she comes in the door, shuts it and locks it, and then can breathe because she's not holding all of her air up here to give the world this, you know, this big smile all the time. So if I had a bullhorn, and people say that just comes with the job, you know, she's got to do that, and that's part of the thing, and that's how it's got to be. And I'm like, no, it's not. It's the way she chooses to do it and the way people choose to approach her. So I have to be able to handle that and accept that on my part. It's not accepting that's the way it is so much, is because if it was me or someone else, like, I'm just more private. And my sacred thing is my family and how I'm coming into it. And it doesn't mean that you come into it bad. It's that you can't give the world everything and then come in the house and give your family everything. There's not enough fuel in the jetpacks to do that. So there's a happy medium of saying, it's really good to meet you. I will see you at a tournament or something. Or you guys out there, people can say, I'm not going to bother that person today. I think I'm going to just kind of sit back unless I have something cool to say or my daughter has something very special to share, or ask her a question that they can take, rather than just get a picture with me so I can put it on Instagram, or I can show my niece that I'm great. That stuff I don't like. So, yeah, that's the tug of war that Kerri and I have sometimes. But
yeah, we're almost over time, and I have 3 questions that I did not ask. So I think we should save it. I think because we don't want to go too long. But I would do. Can I ask one more question?
Yeah, we can do them next week.
I just have. I mean,
yeah, go ahead.
I'm curious, and it applies to 1440. Okay, so we have our camp Unleashed, right? That's out. Okay, what does Unleashed look like to you, and who embodies that? Like, I have such a clear image in my mind of an athlete who, to me, is unleashed, and I want to hear what that is to you. Could be a human, just showing up in a way that's unfettered and unrestrained. That's what we hope to give our people through our camp, is to release limitations. And
an athlete, an animal, what represents Unleashed?
Sure. To you right now.
Oh man, that's a tough one. I just, it's just fundamentals. It's those. Can
I say something?
Mm-hmm.
Can I share your mind?
Yeah.
Okay, so Unleashed to me is like built upon the fundamentals, right? Because you're so sound and you're so strong. It's just that, like, 5th gear. Like, we've been cruising, we're going for a while now, and now I'm unleashed and I'm going. And I don't know who Jordan was playing against, but it was the one where he drove to the hoop, he's dribbling, he goes up aggressively on the right side, switches hands, right? Was that against
Utah? Yeah, he was going to dunk it,
yeah.
And then he thought this guy was going to swat it, so he switched hands.
So to me, that was so powerful because he attacked, he was going here, he had the peace of mind and the body control and just the Jedi skills to switch it all and to finish with finesse, powerfully landed, business as usual, carry on. Like, that's what I want in my life. That just little image. Like, do you feel that? Go and look that clip up of Jordan. He's just, it's everything. It's everything, like, embodied, because he just owned the moment, and he was, all of his senses were there, and all of his capabilities were there, and that to me is Unleashed.
Yeah, Unleashed is, I don't know why big cats keep coming into my mind, but cats are, when they're little tiny babies, they're always wrestling, they're always playing, they're chasing bugs. Like, you watch on these National Geographic shows or videos on Instagram today where there'll be a little cub chasing something, they're constantly biting mom or dad's ears, and just, they're using those tools and they're trying to figure it out and getting their balance. And then they're watching when their parents hunt, or their parents say get down, there's hyenas. They're just constantly learning the basics of the jungle and the most important things. It's not, they're not going out to fight a warthog or something that they can't handle at a young age. They're learning to get grasshoppers first. And for me, Unleashed is, it's all what you make it. How aggressive can I be on these drills, and how much can I listen and watch what they're trying to teach me, so that I can unleash, so that if I can master all these things that they're doing and I can really focus on it, then I will go out on the court and I'll be able to just attack and be able to, yeah, be free. That's the word. And you'll be free. So, you know, it's kind of putting you in a box and making you work this certain way so that you can be free and you can go out on the court and unleash. And that's how I look at it. That's how I look at the weightlifting, the mindset, the round tables that we're going to have. Like, if you follow these rules, there's not a ton of them, but there's maybe 10 or 8 or 6 or 5. That if you stick to these rules and you dive in and you take big bites out of this, and get down on it, you will be better for it. No matter where you're at right now in your game, if you can dive into this, you can do this workout for 9 weeks. You could do it for 6 months.
3 training blocks, yeah.
And it's just, that's what's so cool about it. If you continue to sharpen the sword in this way that we're going to teach you in the fundamentals and in Unleashed, then it's just going to be really fun to see the kids and the adults and everybody that dives into this and takes it. And I want to hear what it gives to your game in a month, in 8 weeks, in 9 months, and see what your feedback is.
Yeah.
Because I already know.
Yeah. No, if you commit to something for 30 days, you guys, you will transform. That committing means committing. There's no middle. You're in or you're out. And that's what Unleashed is to us, and that's the opportunity here. So please go to p1440.camp. I want to announce the 3 winners who won a virtual training camp through our social media giveaway. Thank you guys for participating. 3 winners: Gentry Carter, great name, Angie Glass, and then Devin Laho, Laiho. Sorry if I... Leho? Great names. Gentry, Angie, Devin, welcome. We're freaking fired up. Thank you so much. It means a lot. Sweet. We're going to have fun. Commit. You signed up for a reason. Remind yourself that every single day. Why did I sign up? And then...
if you can't get it all in, get the strength training in, and then sprinkle the volleyball in.
You'll do it.
Do all of it. But
it's summertime.
Just get stronger and commit to...
Just commit, and then create your best day. Like, set yourself up for success as you schedule your days. And then we have one winner from last week. She guessed my very first job when I was becoming a pro.
Can we give her a free one, too?
Yes, we can. We can give you a free... Okay, if you want one, where to go? Number 4. Andrea Supe, S-U-P-E, Soup.
Wait, let's say Taylor, Terrian, and Esperder. Well, I'm so sorry because it's my wife's handwriting and the names are different. Deborah Lopez. Some of your guesses were florist, lifeguard.
I like the florist.
Were you a lifeguard? No.
I was a junior lifeguard.
Eatery, restaurant. Lifeguard, work at a restaurant, cashier, nanny, swim coach, newscaster, librarian,
like Taylor,
volunteer, chef. The winner is dog walker. Kerri had like 6. I didn't even know she had like 6 dogs.
It was so stressful.
I was like, I can't believe she's walking dogs. I'd never heard of that job before. Like, I didn't even know. I thought you had to be like a... I don't know. I had so many jobs in my life that it was funny that Kerri got one that I never would have guessed in a million years.
I was bored and I needed money, and so I wanted to keep walking. So Andrea Supe, can you DM us, please, or send us a note at info@p1440.com, and we will hook you up with a free either fundamentals or Unleashed camp. Taylor Terrian, your guesses are awesome. Call to action, you guys. If you guys have tuned in, you probably have all logged off. But if you guys can support Platform 1440, tell your friends, put some action behind that support. That means so much to us. So that means follow us on social media, go to p1440.camp, let people know about the virtual summer camps that we have. It literally is for everyone, all ages. We appreciate you. God bless, Godspeed. We'll get to the other questions next week. I like this question thing. It's a good one. Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, I do like it.
Thank you.
Ciao, ciao. Good questions.